practicing for forever.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, here we are.
Yeah. So
we're doing a podcast.
Oh my gosh.
What?
We are doing a podcast, you guys.
Hey, welcome.
This is our first episode.
Yes.
And we thought that today it's just, you got to get to know us.
Yep. Today's a get to know me day, get to know Skee day.
Yeah.
So yeah, welcome to our first episode of our podcast. It's called
Oh my gosh.
What?
That's what it is.
Yeah.
And each episode every week is going to have, we're going to be talking about different topics. Some are going to be really funny. Some are going to talk about our past. And some might be a little bit more serious, but we'll always make sure that there's some laughing in there because
always gotta laugh.
You always gotta laugh.
We can't always be serious. We have to be funny sometimes.
Yeah. So just as a little introduction, Jules and I, my name is Skee. We've known each other since we were 16 and we've known each other for like 20 years.
Yeah. That's a long time to know
like
somebody.
21.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 21 now.
21 years we've known each other.
Or no, maybe 20. I can't do the math.
I think it's, wait. No, you're right. 20 years.
Yeah, 20 years. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. I jumped ahead.
It's fine.
But yeah, we've just known each other for a long time. We have so many funny stories. We've just been through life together.
Yeah,
you're my life partner.
We are each other's life partners.
We knew each other when we were virgins.
This is true.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's so funny to think about, right?
I know. That's so crazy.
Yeah.
And now we're sluts. Just kidding. We're not
just kidding.
Sluts.
We're married.
We're totally married, have kids.
Yeah.
Been with our husbands for a very long time.
Yep. 10 plus years for both of us.
But we're not, we did have our slut phases.
Doesn't everybody though?
Yeah. So, you got to go through your slut phase before you settle down.
For sure.
Yeah.
I think it's like kind of a requirement for everyone.
Yeah, it's like a prerequisite type of situation.
Because if you don't get it out in the beginning, when are you ever going to get it out?
For sure.
Yeah.
And then maybe that's why people cheat. I don't know.
Maybe.
You're like, I didn't have my slut phase.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I have to have my slut phase. I'm not proud of that phase. I look back and I give myself the ick. I'm
right?
Like, ugh.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
It's like you look back and you're like, why did I ever do that? What was I thinking at that time?
And then you're like, and with that guy?
Yeah. Of all people? Yeah.
Gross.
Ick.
Oh, gosh. All the stories. We have so many stories.
I know.
That you guys will hear about in the future.
Yeah.
So anyways, we went on a whole rant about that. Why don't we say a little bit more about ourselves? Jules, did you want to go first?
Sure, I'll go first. My name is Jules. My real name is Julia, obviously. And I was born and raised in Las Vegas, still hanging out here. I'm married to my man for 10 years coming up this year. So that's pretty cool. We have 2 kids together. I'm a Capricorn, so Cap Life, hey. Yeah, and I'm just hanging out. I do hair. I love it. I've been doing hair for 16 years now. So I love my clients. I love my job, but I also love talking. So this is like the perfect outlet to talk even more, even though I talk a lot at work. So, but we always like to talk about crazy stuff. And I'm excited to talk about things that, might be a little different for everyone. So yeah, it's going to be cool.
Yeah.
You want to tell everyone about you?
All right. So my name is Skylar, but we go by Skee. It was a name my husband came up with. I call him Key. So Skee and Key.
Skee Key.
So that's what we're going with on this podcast. I've been married to my boo for a long time, like 15 years, or we've been together at least 15 years, maybe married 14. I don't know. Obviously you can tell I don't know how to do my math from our previous conversation. So, but somewhere around there.
The math ain't mathing.
We're not mathing.
That's okay.
I failed in that class many times. So, don't trust me for math facts or anything like that. But we have 2 kids. We are girl parents. So our kids are really close in age, 15 months apart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's super close.
They're becoming preteens. So the fights are getting stronger, but it's kind of hilarious.
Yeah.
I have to share a story later with you guys about one of their fights down the road, but they're so funny. Other than that, I used to do hair. We actually went to beauty school together.
Yeah.
My husband, he joined the military after I was in the industry for about 3 years. I didn't do hair for very long because it was just so hard to like keep getting a different license in each state because of the military, and you had to like start over, and it wasn't fun anymore. So I had little jobs here or there. I became a mom, and then when we moved back to Las Vegas, he got a really good job, and I worked for a dance studio for a little bit. I went to all performing arts schools and danced. That was really fun, but we needed a lot of help, and my husband's mother passed away, and she was the person that would help us. So I decided to go back and just be a stay-at-home mom while the kids are still little. So I've been able to work, have careers, but I've also been a stay-at-home wife. So I get both aspects of like what it's like to work with kids and what it's like to have that feeling of being a stay-at-home mom. Society puts a lot of pressure on that, and that is actually an episode we will be talking about is moms that stay at home and moms that have careers, and like our thoughts on all of that and how we feel. So we'll talk about that another time, but that's basically kind of it for me. I just I just try and stay busy.
I mean, you are very busy though.
I'm a very busy person, and our kids have a very busy schedule.
For sure.
And my husband, his job requires him to be away a lot. So I'm kind of a single parent at the same time.
Yeah. You're a single married mom. But not in the sense of like, you know how they say people's husbands don't help them. He's
very hands-on when he's home, for sure. So I'm very lucky in that aspect. So that's about it for our little introduction. But now we're going to talk to you about how me and Jules met.
That's going to be funny.
Do you want to go first? Okay.
So we met when we were 16. We had a mutual friend that I went to school with at the time when I was in high school. And we just happened to go to the same birthday party for this mutual friend. Didn't know each other previous to that, but when we met each other, we really hit it off.
And it was like love at first sight.
Basically, it was like, oh my God, you're so cool. Let's be friends. So we met each other at this birthday party and didn't really see each other after that, because at that time there was no social media, there was no phones like there is now.
What year were you thinking? Was this like 2003 maybe?
2003. I don't know if I had a cell phone.
Maybe MySpace was around, right?
Was it?
I think so.
It might have been.
There
might have been MySpace, but it wasn't the same as how social media is
you
now.
had to like run home and hop on your computer.
To do that for your dial-up.
We didn't have a smartphone. We didn't have a smartphone.
There was no, let me get your Instagram or anything like that. So
it was, was it even, did we even have digital cameras back then? I don't think so. I think we just had the disposable ones.
I think we were still rocking the disposable cameras for sure. And so we didn't talk after that. And I went into my junior year and had to go to a new school because they opened a new school closer to my house. So I was a cheerleader in high school. And so I tried out for cheerleading for the new school. And I went to the first tryout and walked in, and there she was.
I was there.
Skee was there.
I was there. I decided to leave my performing arts school and try regular school. So
we saw each other at cheer practice.
We were so excited.
We were like, oh my God, I know you. It was cool.
It was, again.
We didn't really know
We didn't even really know, and we didn't even really know each other that well.
No.
We were just so happy to see each other.
So that was really funny. And then we both made the squad, and we were cheerleaders together.
It was a really fun year that year because we didn't really like our coach.
No, she was awful.
She was awful. If you're listening, you were awful.
You were a terrible human being.
You sucked.
She was the worst.
She really was the worst. She kept comparing us to her other teams, and we're like, we're not your other teams. She sucked. We all made a pact well, the cool kids, the cool kids made a
the
pact.
people that we were friends with, we made a pact.
We weren't going to do cheer next year.
No.
Like we were like hands in.
Yeah,
Let's
seriously.
not do. She was on another level. It wasn't even fun. Cheer wasn't even fun.
It wasn't. It was very sad. And for me, that was my junior year. So I cheered my freshman, sophomore, junior year. So going into my senior year and just cutting it all off was really kind of sad for me.
Well, and I got kicked off the team. So there's which we'll talk about another time.
Yeah.
So I was like, bye.
Yeah. You're like, peace. But for me, it was like, oh man, I did this for 3 years and now I'm just going to up and quit. But our coach was so awful that I felt like I didn't have another option. Like it just wouldn't have been fun doing that my senior year.
Yeah, and then the next year they had to start all over with like a brand new team, and I think they kept like maybe two or three people from a huge amount of the squad left.
Yeah. I think they had maybe 4 to 6 people on their squad the next year.
It was crazy.
We were a small school though too, because when we came into it, we were juniors and there was no senior class. So we didn't have a huge group of people. And it was kind of like being in a small town. Like everybody knew each other at some point, and it was like the drama and everybody dating each other's guys or whatever. That was funny.
God, I can't wait till we talk about exes. We have an episode about exes. It's going to be so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's basically how we met. We met through a mutual
and then
friend.
we just stayed good friends. It was funny too because there was actually 3 of us.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, she disappeared.
Yeah. We don't talk to her.
We
anymore.
still like you, no beef.
Right.
No beef.
We just don't see you ever.
I don't even know what's going on in your life.
Nope.
No beef here. It's just like you just graduated and disappeared.
And that was the end of that. And that's okay.
And that's fine. That's fine.
I think people are meant to stay in your life for the season. And when they leave or when things kind of fall out of touch, that's okay.
Yeah.
You have those people who are your lifelong friends who will always be there. And then you have those people who may have been your best friends at that time, but at some point it's just kind of over with, and that's okay. So
I just don't know why she wouldn't want to stay friends with us. That's all. I mean, we're just really cool, but
we're just really cool. It's fine.
It's fine. I wonder if her mom still lives here.
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm like, do you even visit?
Right?
What are you doing?
Yeah. Where are you in your life?
Like, are you? Yeah. Hello.
Are you there? Are you out there?
It's fine.
But it's okay.
Yeah. So that's how we met, and then we just did life together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And with Kyle or with your boo being in the military and you guys moving around, we still kept in touch, and I visited you in different places. I never went to the first place that you lived though.
Oh, Kansas?
Yeah.
You were missing everything.
Right. What's there to do in Kansas?
It was, do you drink? Oh, do you hunt? And we were like, no. Well, then there was nothing for us.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was just, we partied a lot.
And that's pretty
that
much
was about it. And I didn't even really like everybody out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was, Kansas was fine.
Yeah.
It was a culture shock coming from a big city to Kansas. And the town we were in was really small.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So it was called Junction City, Kansas.
Yeah. That sounds like a small town, doesn't it?
Yeah. We were not that far away from a college town, but I mean, that was fun. It was fine. But I did make a really good friend out there.
Okay.
That, occasionally I'll check in with her and stuff like that. But that was the only good thing that happened was like her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, are you still like in touch with her?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she's like this really amazing photographer right now.
Cool.
Yeah, I wish I could take family pictures, but I'm not going all the way to Kansas to do that.
I know.
So
fly out here.
Yeah, I really liked her. She was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it. And then she would come visit me, or I would come out to Vegas, and and then we had our babies, and then we moved back, and we've just been lifing together.
Yeah.
It's been fun.
Kind of a fun fact about our babies. When you had Jordan, that was the day I found out I was pregnant with Xander.
Yeah.
So it's like besides your youngest, like the top 3, the older ones, they're like 9 months apart. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so weird, isn't it?
It's super weird.
So
yeah.
that's cool.
And another fun fact is my youngest daughter, her birthday is on her husband's birthday.
Yeah.
Which kind of makes it difficult because when we want to do celebrations, it's like, oh, are you guys going to be able to come to Quinn's birthday?
I know,
because
right?
I know it's like Danny's birthday.
but
it's fine.
Yeah. We work it out, though.
Figure it out.
I feel like we figure it out. But it is funny that they're both born on the same day.
Yeah.
So
it's cute.
It is.
They have a bond.
They do.
A little Leo bond.
Right.
They're so cute.
Little Leos.
They're so cute. Love them. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do to just like some silliness is we're gonna play a game.
Okay,
it's called,
here we go.
Yeah, it's called Guess That Memory because like now you know we've known each other for a long time. So I'm gonna spit out a few words and she has to guess the memory that I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna start first.
Okay. I'm ready.
Are you ready?
I think so.
Okay. Ex-boyfriends. And let me know if you need to get me to give you more words.
I think I have this. I think I know this.
Already?
I think.
Do you want me to give you more?
Yeah, give me one more.
Frozen lasagna.
Yes, I do know this memory. I knew it. At first I was thinking, okay, which ex-boyfriends are we talking about? What are we? Let me think about this. No. So here's what happened. A good idea to make our boyfriends.
We're like what, 16?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're about 16 years old.
Yeah, maybe 17.
Yeah.
Yeah. We thought it would be a good idea to make our boyfriends dinner.
We wanted to show them that we were marriage material. Like we can make a meal.
We're domesticated. Yeah. We can make food.
Yeah.
But the problem was that we didn't know how to cook. So
we were like, I don't know how to do this.
So we decided that it would be a good idea to go to the store and buy a frozen lasagna.
Yeah.
And we cooked it in the oven and we pretended that we made it. We like messed it up.
Oh, we also, not only that, we also bought a cake.
Oh yeah, we bought a store-bought cake.
And we messed the frosting up to make it look homemade.
Yeah. So we messed up the top of the lasagna. We messed up the frosting on the cake to make it look homemade.
Yeah.
And we served it to them like we made it.
Yeah. And they were so impressed with us.
They were like, you made this?
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. I don't even know if I ever told my ex the real story.
I don't know if I did either. Yeah. I don't think I cared enough.
We just wanted them to know, like, I'm marriage material. Don't you love me?
Look at how like good I am. Yeah, look at how good I am at cooking.
Yeah, but we were like, I don't know shit. And you know what? I think this was my mom's idea.
I can see that happening.
She's like, just get a frozen lasagna. And we're like, that's not a bad idea.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we thought that would be funny. And it was at the time. So.
Yeah, especially seeing their faces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But sometimes I wonder if they acted like they were surprised to humor us. Like I wonder if they thought,
yeah,
this is not homemade. But they just went with it because
was my boyfriend Tomater? We have nicknames for our ex-boyfriends.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought in my head. I was like, was Tomater the boyfriend?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. And then wait, was Lisa Simpson another boyfriend? Was that the other one that was there? The friend that disappeared on us? Because it was the three of us, right?
Yes. Yep.
So Lisa Simpson was there, Tomater was there, and then what did we name him?
My boyfriend?
Yeah. What was his nickname?
I don't know if we came up with a name for him.
Just like band guy? I don't know. Wait, what instrument did he play?
He played...
was he Little Drummer Boy?
No.
Oh.
No, it wasn't. Wait, was it?
Was he Little Drummer Boy?
I don't know now.
Wait, did he play the drums?
That one did, yeah. But the other one didn't. The other one played a different instrument. Actually, he played two instruments.
Oh.
So, but I don't remember now which one it was. Maybe it was Little Drummer Boy. I know, right?
I think it was Little Drummer Boy.
I think you're right.
Little Drummer Boy, Tomater, and Lisa Simpson.
Yeah, that's so funny. Okay.
Well, I mean, you will, if you keep listening, we'll give you descriptions on why we named these boys these things.
Yes, but that's for another time.
So you have to stay tuned. So anyways, yeah, that was one of my favorite memories with you.
That's so funny. I know, that's something that I think about, and I'm just like, what were we doing?
We are so funny.
Yeah.
Okay, so what about you? You got a memory?
I do. I have a memory.
I'm ready.
Planet Hollywood.
Okay, give me more.
Booth.
Okay, give me more.
Laying down.
Oh my God, was this the time that I was so drunk that my boobs were out at a nightclub and you had to like pull my dress up? Is that the memory?
No.
Oh,
but
well,
that's a funny one.
Well, now you guys know about that memory.
I should have done that one because that one's
I
way
was a
funnier.
mess. I was a mess.
That was a good time, though.
Everybody saw.
Yeah.
All, you know, the tatas.
That was at Vanity, I think.
I don't know where that was. Okay, let me go back.
That was
Hollywood.
I don't remember.
Oh my gosh, how could I? Okay, I know what memory this is.
Okay.
I know. Okay. So Jules and I, we went out a lot, you know, we're 21. Mm-hmm. And we told everybody we were going to be sober. We were like, we'll still go out, but we're going to be sober. We really don't want to drink.
Yep.
We were the drunkest.
Yes.
We ended up being so drunk that, we were at Planet Hollywood inside some like bar. Yeah. Or something that had booths.
Yes.
And I just remember everything was kind of spinning, but we were living our best lives. And then one of us laid down in the booth. So we were like looking under the table, and then the other one laid on the other side of the booth. So we were just laying on a booth, staring at each other under a table
with our asses out.
Like some dude, like our butts are like out.
Not like out, like naked out.
No, but just like, you know.
Like a picture somebody just hunched over a booth with their butt like out,
sticking out, like we're standing,
yeah,
but we're laying down. So the first thing you basically just see is just some asses, but we're just so tired and we're laughing, and then we just like have a conversation under a booth, in a public place, we're just like,
like nobody cares.
And then we acted like Planet Hollywood was our home, so then we decided to have like a photo shoot on the floor. We were like, let's take photos.
Yeah.
We're on the ground. We're laughing. I mean, it's got to be 2, 3 in the morning.
Yeah, it was.
But you know what? Some of my favorite pictures are from that night.
I know. I really liked that time. That was a really fun time.
Yeah.
That was one of the memories that really stood out because we really thought, oh, yeah, we're going to be the sober ones. Like, we're not going to drink. We're going to hang out with everybody.
Yeah.
And I think what got us was the Fat Tuesday drinks.
Oh, yeah. It was those Jell-O shots.
Yeah, they used to do the Jell-O shots, and they used to do the big drinks.
Yeah.
So I think we ended up having like a couple Jell-O shots. Yeah. And then we had one big drink and maybe something else, and that was it. We were done after that.
And it's funny is I don't really remember who else was there.
I don't either.
It was mostly, and there was a lot of us. I think there's got to have been like 6, 7 of us.
Yeah.
And I just remember hanging out with her. That's all.
Yeah. I don't remember who else was there at all.
There's just the Jules and Skee show, and like you're lucky if you're part of it. Because we were on another level than everybody else. I mean, there was that one girl too that like she used to drive us around sometimes.
Yeah, I feel
so bad about that. But she volunteered.
She did.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
But she never really talked to us.
She was very quiet.
She was.
She was one person in our group's friend.
Yeah.
And she just kind of came around.
But she partied with us all the time.
But she
never talked.
She was just there. Where is your personality? Where are you?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know anything about her.
I didn't either. That's terrible.
I feel bad about it, but she didn't talk to us. So, I mean,
she was just there.
She was just there.
She was just experiencing the moment of being there. And that's okay. It was
she always volunteered to drive us. So, I mean, I needed a driver.
Because we obviously can't stay sober long enough.
Yeah, but now, oh God, that's so funny. The thought of going and doing a bunch of Jell-O shots and doing those big, like, that sounds awful.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Yeah, I don't want to have a hangover.
I had a hangover the other day.
Oh. So the other day I threw my husband's 40th birthday and the theme was him. Yeah. And he's bald.
That was so fun.
Bald with a mustache. So I asked everybody to come with a bald cap. if you had a mustache, that'd be great. And then he always wears like a white shirt with like a plaid button up on top, and that was the vibe. And I threw a house party.
I think you rocked it.
You think I did a good job?
I think you did a great job. I think
feel
the party
this
came
was
out
like
really
my
well.
first house party I've ever thrown.
Really? Ever?
Ever.
Oh my
I've never thrown a
gosh.
house party before.
What?
No, wait. There was that one time when we were in high school.
Oh, I do remember
But
that.
it wasn't starting out as a house party, I think. I think I was supposed to invite people over for like a movie night, and it turned into a party.
I do remember that.
Yeah.
I feel like your parents were there.
They were there because they were supposed to just be out, and I told my parents I'm going to invite a few people over to watch a movie.
Yeah.
And that movie, people thought, oh, is this a house party? And then people just showed up at my house.
I remember that.
Yeah. That was fun.
It was fun.
But you know what, though? There was one time I think I did throw a party because we slept in my mom's room.
I remember that too.
Yeah. But it wasn't, I don't remember it being a party. I remember there were drinks and stuff, but
I don't remember it being like a banger.
No, I don't either.
It being like a banger.
No, I don't either.
Isn't it interesting thinking about parties in high school versus parties as adults? Like, I don't know. It's the party the other day reminded me of a high school party because it was totally the vibe and a lot of people there.
I had stuff in the garage.
Yeah. There was beer pong.
Yeah.
I felt like the vibe was very much house party, but we were still all responsible. Like everybody left by 1 o'clock.
Yeah, everybody left by no later than like 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Most people left at midnight, which was ideal. Jules stayed till like 1 something. I was like, girl, you gotta go.
You gotta leave.
You gotta go. I'm tired. She was like, you want to do karaoke again? You want to sing a song? I'm like, no.
No, I want to go lay down in my
tired.
bed.
And you're like, you were hyped.
I was like, let's do karaoke.
You were the remaining person that was still down to party while all of but the birthday boy left and went to bed.
Yeah, he Irish goodbye and he just went to bed. He fell asleep.
Yeah.
I said, where's Kyle?
But now I know I can throw a really good karaoke party at my house.
Yeah, that was really fun.
Yeah. I haven't done that in a long time.
I know.
Yeah.
I love karaoke.
Yeah, that was really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to do that again. Karaoke.
For sure. Karaoke.
So that's just some of our lives and stories.
Yeah, we're going to have more stories as the time goes on.
Yeah.
Each week we'll have different things
that
we'll talk about.
I'm really happy that we got this first episode over with. Again, it's not going to be how the show is going to be, but
it's a good
This has been a long time coming. We've been practicing a lot, talking, working on things. There's a lot of things that go into making a podcast.
There really is. I really commend people who have been doing this for a long time and the production that goes into it.
Yeah, because we don't have a team right now. The team is us.
We're the team.
Jules
and Skee.
Yeah, we don't have a team of people, so we've got to do everything ourselves and figure it out all on our own.
But that's kind of the fun of it.
Yeah.
Everything starts small.
Yeah.
And then as it goes, it grows.
Yeah.
And I think I'm just excited to see where this goes.
Yeah. I know the biggest thing for me and Jules is just, we're not here just to talk about like our lives. Mm-hmm. This was obviously about you getting to know us, but we have a lot of topics that we want to talk about that we feel like a lot of women and moms and just everybody there's things that people don't want to talk about because they're scared.
Yeah.
Or we're not scared to talk about it.
Yeah. They think it's too taboo or that people aren't going to relate. And I think that it's important to talk about things that are a little bit taboo or that we're going through that may be hard for other people, just to show that we can empower each other as women and moms and just kind of put ourselves out there.
Yeah. And I mean, even if we have, male listeners, mm-hmm. it's good for even, you to hear maybe the female perspective or know like, oh my gosh, women think this way. Yeah, we sure freaking do.
We do.
I mean, we're not holding back. We've discussed a lot of topics with our husbands, mm-hmm. telling them, these are things that we want to talk about. Are you okay with it? And they're on board because you know what? they're probably thinking the same thing that we're thinking about. It's just no one talks about it because society's put this pressure on us that you're supposed to act a certain way, be a certain way. And you know what? Sometimes I don't want to.
Yeah. Sometimes I don't want to be
I want to
person.
rebel. And maybe like, I don't like this, or this isn't what I thought it was going to be like. And those are the things that we're going to be talking about. So it'll be really exciting when we jump into those episodes.
Yeah.
And some will be really fun though too. Some will just be silly, but
yeah. This is more of a silly one.
Yeah.
But I have something that I wanted to share. A little fact drop.
Oh my gosh, what?
Yes.
Like how I did that?
Pun intended. So in honor of this being about our friendship and how we've met each other and everything, I thought I would share a little fact drop about lifelong friendships.
Awesome. Okay, let's hear it.
Here it is. Lifelong friendships are linked to a range of mental and physical health benefits. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
I didn't know that either. Studies show that people with long-term close friendships tend to live longer, experience lower stress levels, and have stronger immune systems. In fact, having a close friend can activate the brain's reward system, increasing the release of oxytocin, a hormone that helps produce anxiety. Did you know that?
You know, that makes sense because I really like hanging out with my friends.
Yeah.
And you know, after listening to that, it kind of makes me feel sad about men. Because no, for real, like if you think about it, you know, you meet your guy let's say like you meet your guy when you're younger. Okay, they have all these friends, they party, whatever. It just seems to be the trend that after they get married and have kids and stuff, they kind of just isolate themselves and they just hang out by themselves. And then there's like a little bit of a depression. And
this is very true
because they're not hanging out with their friends anymore and they miss that and they miss that whole life, but they probably just don't want to bother their friends. I mean, it's such an ordeal for a guy to set up something, you know, where girls are all about that. Like, oh yeah, like let's get together, let's talk, like, let's go out for brunch, whatever. Like we live for that stuff.
Yeah. Especially if your love language is quality time, like how mine is. I love being around my friends.
Yeah.
I love being around people. Of course, I have those days where I don't want to be around anybody. We all do. Or we're a little burnt out or peopled out.
Yeah.
But I know for people, especially maybe it's a woman thing, maybe it's a people thing, friendships are really important. And I think that everybody should really try with their friends, you know?
Yeah. And you know, after the party that we had this past weekend, you know, you forget how fast time goes. So there were some friends that were there that I hadn't seen in 5 years.
That's insane.
Isn't that insane? I mean, life went by so fast, but you know, after talking with her and her husband, I'm like, we can't do this again. I really miss you guys.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and so I think it's important that if you miss your friends, reach out to them because guess what? They probably really miss you too. And another thing too is make time to do things with your friends. You know, we used to do trips and stuff like that. And I think those are so important.
I think so too.
Girl trips or couples trips, things like that, because you know, we're getting to a point now where the only time where we're going to see our friends is special occasions like weddings or funerals.
Yeah, and it shouldn't be like that.
It really shouldn't.
We should be able to make time for our friends. I think just in the future and especially this year, just really trying to plan time for ourselves, plan time with each other outside of, you know, doing the podcast or anything. I know that we all have busy lives, but just to plan something in the future and really stick to it is important.
Yeah.
So men out there, plan time to hang out with your friends.
Yeah, because
it's important.
Because you got to think too, like in order to have a good marriage or relationship with your person, you have to be good with yourself.
Exactly.
And if you're not good with yourself and you don't make these times to like do separate things, you're not going to be good for each other because you're just going to take it out on the other person.
Yeah. You really want to make sure that you're taking care of you first.
For sure. For shizzle. Wait. For shizzle?
For shizzle.
Was that a word? Is that something we used to say?
Yeah.
It just sounds so weird. For shizzle.
For shizzle. You know, my screen name is still Julizzle.
Julizzle.
because we were all into that.
Julizzle Yo?
Julizzle Yo. Yes, it was.
Yo. Screen name. What's your screen name? Julizzle Yo.
Julizzle Yo.
My screen name was Skeet Skeeler. I didn't know. I was that song that, Skeet Skeet.
Yeah.
I didn't know what Skeet Skeet meant. And if you don't know what Skeet Skeet means, go look it up.
Yeah, because it's pretty funny.
No wonder people thought I was a slut in high school. I wasn't.
But
the rumor was I was. Meant. The rumor was Skylar been around the block a few times. I was around the block one time.
Just once.
I just went around the block once.
Maybe a block and a half.
Maybe a block
and then
a
turnaround, right?
Yeah. But it was a few times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Anyways, I was Skeet Skeeler. Hit me up, Skeet Skeeler 1216.
Julizzle Yo.
Yeah, we're hilarious. Well, anyways, we're going to wrap things up. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you.
And we will see you next time.
Peace out. Skeet Skeet.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
And that's a wrap for today's episode of Oh My Gosh, What?
We hope you enjoyed listening to our crazy stories.
Also, don't forget to subscribe, like, and review us on your favorite podcast platform.
And follow us on social media for even more fun content and behind-the-scenes looks.
Thanks for joining us today, and we'll see you next week.
Okay, bye.
Bye.